Okay, welcome to Wade's Piano Center. I'm Damon, John Wade. We had a request to do a quick theory lesson or insight. Music theory is a huge word and all-encompassing. Covers a lot of ground, harmony, melody, major, minor, dominant, diminished scales, intervals, chords, arpeggios, and the list goes on and on. I kind of approach theory as it kind of allows me to define a sound, and I think for me, music is about, you know, how does that sound? How does that sound work? How does somebody do that, or what are they playing? So an example of that is, you know, a good way to kind of give you that idea is through chords. A major chord, no matter what major chord it is. Major chords are kind of, you know, my ideas would be like they're happy, they're bright, they're cheerful. If you're going to write a song, a happy song, you're going to use a major chord. You know, I love the world, la 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 la. You know, whatever, something kind of corny like that. Sad songs, a minor sound, in my mind, would be something that sounds sad or dark, menacing. You know, whatever you want to use for that. So, if I approach that theoretically, I know that chords are made up of intervals, and a major chord is made up of the root, major third, and perfect fifth of a scale. So when you play those three notes at the same time, you get a major chord. If you take that third and make it a minor third, or lower it a half step, you get a minor sound. So you have, with one simple, simply lowering the third interval of that scale in a chord, you're going to get a completely different sound. Minor sound to a major sound. And it's amazing the difference in color or tone or emotion that you get from that sound. Major to minor. So hopefully you can hear that on the speakers a little bit. But that's in a nutshell, that's it. Other chords that you can use, and you could make them more colorful. So you have major, you have minor, you have a major 7 sound. To me, it's that real soft, you know, elevator sound. You'd hear that, you know, if you're seeing a shrink, you'd hear that in the shrink's office or something. They want you to be calm, or maybe in a mental institution or something. I don't know. How about a suspended chord? We're out of the mental institution now, and we're in happy land. So I like that style. That's a suspended sound. We're raising the third up to a fourth instead of lowering the third. So here's a song that everybody might know or recognize. My attempt of the intro to, what is that song? Pinball Wizard. They use that suspended sound to the major sound. It's elevated. It comes down, it's exciting. It makes you move. Here's one that everybody kind of might recognize from the old black and white movies where they would use, there was no sound except what am I trying to say? The music background. You have the train is coming and a woman is tied to the tracks and her hero is supposed to come help her, but he's not there yet. And you get that sound. Here comes the train. Attention is building. Oh no, where is he? And she gets saved at the last moment and not chopped in half. Or the guy exit, and that's the diminished sound. That diminished sound. You hear that in the old black and white films where somebody's really high in a building. They're almost gonna fall. diminished sound gives you that, it's a very dissonant sound. It's uncomfortable. But then kind of when you use that in context with rhythm, you get this, I don't know, this neat effect. A diminished chord is a root, minor third, a diminished fifth, and a diminished seventh if you go up to the seventh. So you're altering the notes a little bit more to get another sound. So I know I'm getting long-winded here, but in a nutshell, music theory to me is a way of teaching somebody how to make a certain sound or describing a certain sound. To me, all foundation of music theory starts with your major scales. So we take, there's 12 major scales in music, one for each note in between an octave in Western music. So if you take like a G major scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Everybody kind of knows that scale a little bit, even just hearing it. So whatever instrument you play, guitar, piano, sax, whatever, my suggestion would be to learn the major scales, all 12 on your instrument, know how to play the scale all over the instrument, know the key signatures, how many sharps or flats are in the scale, and know how to say them. And once you get that part down, which isn't easy in itself, then you're ready to start studying a little bit. So I love theory. I also kind of don't like it. I think if you start analyzing things too much, you kind of take away from the musical aspect of it. So if I'm improvising and I'm playing, yeah, sometimes I'm thinking theory, but if I'm thinking too theoretically, then I'm probably sounding that way. So at some point, you just kind of want to let all that stuff go and just kind of feel the music the best you can. So yeah, if you ever want to learn more, let me know. I teach this stuff at my studio. Give me a call. I would love to schedule a lesson. Hope that helps a little bit and gives you a little insight. Bless you all. This is Waves Piano Center. Over and out.